set up ever so slightly. I'm trying to get it exactly right. Okay, I think that's cool. I don't know why I feel the urge to see if I might want some wine. I don't know why. It's a Sunday morning, though, so no need, no need, no need, no need. I'm trying to see how do I like this. Okay, it's cool. Hey, how you doing, lady? Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to see. I'm kind of glad. This is me working on my anxiety. Um, when it's nobody rushes in for the live, because then I get to kind of like see how do I like it. Is it up too high? Is it too low? Like, what's the deal? I may very well do that too. I may very well do that. Let me try this. Let me see this. I guess this is cool. I don't know why I'm fidgeting about it so much, but okay, so happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, and welcome to the Impromptu Live. I was going through my phone this morning and I was looking at like different content that I have because now what I kind of do is I get content all day long. It just depends on what I'm doing, where I am. If I see something, I'll go ahead and capture something. So I was going through my phone and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to this next vlog is gonna have to have like some kind of long diary, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it where it's not the long ways and it's more so like this. I'll probably have to use Canva. But anyway, and then I was like, you know what? Instead of spending time doing that right now, just go live, and see if you can, talk. If anybody comes in, so you can talk, about different topics, especially topics that have been on my mind. Let's talk about this hair first. Let's talk about this hair first. So I'm letting my hair grow out. Okay, you can see the gray. It all. You almost can't even tell it's hair because it's so gray, right? I'm definitely gonna color my hair brown, but my hair is so dry right now. And I guess it's because of menopause. I'm not really even really sure. But my hair is so dry right now. So what I'm doing right now is I just want to kind of love on my hair for maybe about a month, and then I'll put the color on there, because one thing color is going to do is dry your hair out. And trust me, my hair has always had like somewhat of my hair always been dry, let me just say that. Now my hair ain't never been this dry. That's the reason why I said somewhat, because it's never been this dry. And the only thing I can akin it to is menopause, because menopause dries out everything. It dries out your skin, it dries out your hair, it dries out everything. So I'm gonna care for it a little bit, and then I'm gonna color it. But here's what I think my idea is, and this is exclusive. Okay, this is exclusive. This is exclusive. Hey, good morning, Mr. Johnson. Say, but my baby sis Anna Lou is in here. She my baby sis forever, like forever, right? I got my baby sister that y'all know of, especially if you've been here a long time, and then I got Anna. Okay, I got her. So I've been reflecting on smoke break and all of that. I've been reflecting on a lot of that recently. So I'm getting ready to go ahead and get the wig of my dreams, which is basically kind of like a Chinese bang bob, but of course a modernized version of that. My hair may be long enough right now for a braid down, but for now I'm gonna start getting braid downs, and that'll be good for the fall and winter, because it'll allow me to have better access to my hair to make sure that a lot of my scalp is getting moisturization and what it needs. So I'm finna go for that braid down, okay, and then I'm gonna get this Chinese bob wig. Now I am gonna color my hair under there just for those times as I experiment with my own hair. Like, what natural styles can I, you know what I'm saying, create. So That's that on the gray hair, right? We're going to talk about the real about being an empty nester as well, because I have been discovering, and especially as I look for people that's similar to me on social media, that it's been a lot of like suppression of how it really feels. Like it's been made into like I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now, but like it's wrong to express how it feels to be an empty nester, how it feels to go from full time, 100% 7 day a week, 365 mom, which really you gonna be anyway, okay? Because these are the type of calls that I get from campus. I don't know about nobody else. Mama, should I get Chick-fil-A or should I get Smoothie King today? Which one should I get? So those are the kind of calls that I get from campus. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. Cause baby, y'all getting the best of me on this Sunday morning. So those are the kind of calls that I get from campus. So I'm still 24/7 365 mom. Okay, I'm still that. But let's be real. Not having your child in the home with you full time, the way that you have them, and especially if I'm not gonna, I hate to say this and I don't want it to be taken wrong, but especially if you are considered yourself to be a very sentimental mom, like a very hands-on mom, a very hovering mom, then can you imagine going from that to nothing? It's nothing. It's nothing. And especially for me, because I only got one. So it's like it went and that was it. That was it. It was all it was over, and I began to watch my child do her own thing, make her own plans, manage her own life, except for choosing between Chick-fil-A and Smoothie King. I have been watching that. Now I will say, hold on, let's take a little quick break. Hold on, real quick. I'm not even really going nowhere for real. Okay, only reason I did that is because I was getting hot. I was getting hot. I don't know if it's a hot flash or what, but I had to turn my air down. And it's 67 degrees right now in St. Louis, and I just had to turn my air down to 72, baby. I can't. I was starting to feel hot, and I don't want to take y'all through that for real. Okay, so, but hold on. Pause the conversation and why moms need to have a life of their own prior. That is very, very uh important. It's very, very important. I think it's the balance of that idea that it has become an issue. Because I don't know about anybody else, but I have definitely been mom shamed for being like what people like to label as too much of a mom. It's never a label to me because that's who I am, okay? But I've definitely been mom shamed, like, you do too much. You too much of a mom. You need to, get your own life. Well, I've always had my own life, outside of being a mom, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Hi Leslie. Hello, welcome to the live. Um but it depends on your situation. It depends on your situation. I'm a single mother, so I had to kind of like give more of my time to that than I could to myself because I'm covering so many bases basically on my own. So you see what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. So and then I've been mom shamed by single moms too. Like it has actually happened, but through all of the noise, I had to ignore it because I'm gonna do this my way. You know what I'm saying? This is my assignment, and I'm gonna do it my way. In addition to which, this is an assignment that I didn't even know that I was gonna have, okay? Because I had otherwise been told that I couldn't have children. So in my mind, I mean, prior to that, I probably did, that dreamy two kids, the white picket fence, and a home. Yes, but as I began to get older, I didn't think nothing about. Yeah, I was like, okay, well, y'all say I can't have kids, so I accept it and I move on. So then imagine that happens. It happens, and it's like, yeah, I definitely am one that kind of took things a little bit more seriously because it was serious. Okay, so hold on, pause break. I am getting ready to, I know y'all get tired of looking at raw meat, but I'm getting ready to season this roast. Um, and then I'm going to sear it in the skillet. I've done it before on a vlog. I'm almost sure. I'm really trying to have an easy dinner today. And then I'm going to put it in the crock pot and let it finish up, add some potatoes, make some green beans and whatnot. So that's what I got going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that because it actually needs to start. Like it needs to start, it needs to happen. So anyway, but yeah, but I have been seeing more moms on social media actually being open about how they feel about their baby being gone, you know. Whereas I feel like before it wasn't highly discussed openly because it was almost like it was a shameful thing. It was a shameful thing to, you know, finally get this freedom and then be like unhappy, you know, be sad. I guess sad is the word, not unhappy, sad. To finally get this freedom and then be sad, okay? That's how I feel. That has been my experience. Um um but yeah, so I'm happy to see the expression that's happening. I'm happy to see that. Because this is my thing. How can you say that you live in a soft life if you aren't fully embracing that nurturing opportunity? Like that's is actually what's gonna make you soft. It's actually gonna make you soft to embrace. You know what I'm saying? Uh, don't know what to do. I know, yes, don't know what to do. But now I will say that this year I have been coming up with some weird, not no 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 no, I'm gonna take that away. Weird, it's not weird. I've been coming up with some different ideas of things to do. um I was gonna sign up for a tap dance class because I used to do that in my younger years, and I was like, you know what, I want to put some shoes back on and see, you know, can I relearn it, you know what. So that's one thing. But then I was like, no, okay, because here's the tea, I love to dance, okay. So then, and that's me embracing and accepting that. So then I was like, maybe I try to find like a salsa class. These are seasonings I've used so far, all the normal stuff, nothing odd or out of the ordinary. Black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and I'm putting a little basil on there. I don't know. I love basil. To me, basil like it just mildly like brings out flavor, and then it adds a little depth, but ever so slightly, like not so much, not like celery. You know, celery, I woke up this morning smelling celery, and I was like, one of my neighbors must be um they must be making some with celery, because what's all this celery smell that I'm smelling? So anyway, so I'm seasoning the roast, y'all. But yeah, so anyway, so I just been happy to see that more mothers are like really being open about how they feel, you know, because why suppress it? You was somebody's mama for 18, 19, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like full time. Why you suppressing how you feel about it? Why you allowing people to shame you for loving being a mom? Like what? Huh? That's crazy. I mean, and if you don't love being a mom, then just say you don't love being a mom. Like just say that. But I love being a mom. I love being a mom. How many of you out there love being moms? My friend just started a Chicago steppers class. Okay, I've been looking at stuff like that too. And actually, um, it's this bar that I go to from time to time. I haven't been there in a while, but one of the ladies that work there, she is part of a big line dancing like group, I guess you would say. And so she shared that information with me. So I was like, ooh. I might have to bring y'all over here though, for real, because I gotta come over here and start this. So I might have to bring y'all over here with me. Don't know what to do with all that time. If you are new here or you've never watched a live, or even if you've watched me, you know, on YouTube, I love hearing you say that. My wife is one of the best moms I've ever known. She takes such good care of the kids, and honestly, I couldn't be more blessed. We need more great moms, absolutely. And you know what? My daughter's father, he'll over time, since she's been born, he's expressed that same thing to me. So when I say I'm a single mother, yeah, I'm a single mother because I'm not a married mother, right? But my daughter's father is a really good dad, and he's expressed that to me like over the years, that he's thankful that I'm the mom. He was like, I'm just so thankful that it's you because you do such a great job. And I appreciate it because sometimes a mom need to hear that. Days get hard, nights get hard, afternoons get hard. It gets hard, but yeah, I just applaud my moms that give their all, but maybe sometimes you feel like you don't have nowhere to turn to somebody that you can really express how you're feeling as a mom, and then of course that can transition into how you feel as a person. But it can sometimes be hard to find people because sometimes it seems like everybody is running from motherhood. It's like they become a mother and then they taking off running like, and it's like, well, I really didn't have a choice. I had to sit down. I had to. You know what? Where I'm gonna tell you where I just messed up because I really wanted to sear this in butter and not olive oil. But it's kind of done now, so I'm gonna just have to go with it because it's already done. And I had told my see, you recognize though. You recognize. I'm gonna bring y'all over here with me. It take a real one to recognize. You know what I'm saying? Was what it really is. And that's why I said I appreciate it over the years. Anytime he had that conversation with me, like, I appreciate you, I appreciate what you do. It always it always resonated very well with me. It was like what I needed. And in addition to which, I'm gonna be honest with you, because that had to be my focus so much, I thought I was a good mom too. I was like, I mean, I still think I am, but I felt like I was too. I was like, I feel like I'm really giving my all, with this motherhood thing. But so when it's like that, then becoming an empty nester, it's gonna feel a certain kind of way. And I know it's not like that for everybody. I know some people are like, yay, hip hip hooray, more free time for me. People use that time to embrace their marriage more too because you have the time. Now wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Because I will say that for me, it's been like stages. It's been stages. So literally the first year that my daughter went to college, first year, freshman year, very emotional. I cried all the way home. I came home, I passed by her room, I cried some more. I guess her dad didn't even get a chance to cry because I was hooping and hollering all down the highway. I mean, honey, I was gone. But the next day I popped up and I was like, baby, like a new pimp. Do you hear me? I was like, wait a minute, wait. So that first year, I kicked it. Like, I enjoyed life. I kicked it. I was outside. I just enjoyed, being able to go when I wanted to go, even if it was only a few hours, enjoying myself and coming back home. Okay. That first year, I kicked it. That second year, I started noticing I was like sad a little bit longer. Like, I was like, okay, well, I'm not popping back up the way that I did freshman year. So what's wrong? It took a little bit longer, but I came to and got me a little kick it in. That third year, oh, I was like, what's up with this 2 week emptiness depression? Like literally from the time I would take her and drop her off for the fall, I started noticing that I would be depressed for like a span of about 2 weeks. And so in a way, I've come to embrace that as well because you feel what you feel, and I learned this from group therapy. You deal with the emotions that you dealing with at the moment. Like, go ahead and deal with them. Trying to fight them off, trying to suppress them, trying to logicize and rationalize, feel the emotion so that you can move on. So I kind of named it like my 2 week depression, my 2 week depression. But I noticed that as time went on each year, I noticed that it got harder. It got harder, and I'm like, why is this getting harder? And the only conclusion that I have been able to come to, I got that skillet heating up, so I got to watch that. The only conclusion that I have been able to come up with is that as the years go by, it's more of a recognition that the next stage is that she's gonna go leave me altogether and go on start creating her own life and not live with me and not come back to this home, when it's time to come home. So that is, I think that might contribute to like the gradual more emptiness, sadness each time. Y'all, I gotta hurry up and put this roast in here. Wait a minute. There we go. Hold on, y'all. So I'm gonna have to move, y'all, because I'm gonna have to be on top of this situation right here. I gotta be on top of it. Maybe we can kind of turn like this way. Okay, let's do this right here. So yeah, so that's where I am. I saw her 21st pictures and was like, no, I know, right? I know. This summer was so, we literally was like, yeah, this was our best summer, period. This was our best summer because we enjoyed celebrating her birthday, and she enjoyed it with her friends. She enjoyed it with her parents. She enjoyed it with me. So it was really good to us. It made us happy. We had a really, really good time. So yeah, there was that. And it seemed like it was somebody bring up a topic that's current. Oh, did y'all see Cash Doll and her man back together? I saw that this morning. Cash Doll and her man. Do y'all think they ever broke up? Cash Doll and her man is back together, okay? They're back together, guys. They're back together. Oh, we gonna let them go a little bit more. Yeah, they're back together. They're back together. I saw that. I was like, ooh, that's T. Because she was looking all sad. Hey, Sadiddy Housewife. I love that name. I really like that name. I think Cash worries about people's perception of her a lot. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. You can tell. Because when they broke up, well, when it was word on the curb that they broke up, we don't know if they broke up or not. I just noticed that she looked real sad. And I was like, dang, she probably like, but you know what? That would be sad for anybody because she probably like, dang, you know exactly what everybody, kind of like a Young Miami situation where what everybody said was going to happen, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like this relationship didn't work out. Him asking me not to wear makeup didn't work out for me, but they back together. So hopefully what they are experiencing is learning each other, learning non-negotiables. This is a non-negotiable for me. I'm an entertainer. I'm a social media person. I have to get myself together each day, the way that makes me feel good to do this job. I understand you like no makeup. Okay, so, take me to Tanzania and we can have a whole vacation with no makeup. All natural. All natural. All natural. Okay? I'm gonna bring y'all over here because this ain't working. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all over here because me trying to cook and lean over that counter is just not working for me. Let me see. Put y'all like right here. I know I don't have no light in here. Let me turn this post on right here. I just think wait a minute. I thought Megan went with Party Fontaine. So did they both go with him? Did they both date him? Because I thought that was Megan's man. I mean, her ex man. I know she got Clay now, but I'm just saying. Woo, this thing know it's moving around on me. Okay, here we go. There we go. That look good, y'all. See, that's how I wanted it to look. Nice and dark. Nice and dark. That's what I needed. Let me get that back in there. Yeah, but oh, I didn't know that. Oh my God, that's terrible. I wouldn't wanna. How y'all feel about that? I wouldn't want to date. Ugh. Well, I mean, hey, there's only so many people to rotate around, so I guess you might have to like end up, dating somebody that somebody else dated. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the way it sounds, but okay. Okay. And especially not industry to industry, like, But it's all good because Megan has apparently moved on with Clay. What y'all think about that? I love it for her. I love it for him. I really love it for her because I think she needs somebody in her life that loves her, that really, really loves her. Cash Meg, Jada who? Pinkett? Y'all think Will outside? Holler at me and let me know if y'all think Will outside. Do y'all think Will is outside? Because I think Will's outside, honey. I think he's outside. Wait a minute, y'all. I think he's outside. I'm getting a lot of smoke here, so I'm finna have to hurry up. And I'm gonna let my peppers accidentally thaw out, and then I refroze child a mess. Will ain't never been in the house. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's some ups and downs to that situation. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. I need that too. Yeah. I should have put that in there. I should have put that in there. What you think about August Alsina, man, saying they've been together? Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about that. I did not know. Okay, so what I just did was I put my peppers in the skillet. The roast is almost done. So I put my peppers in the skillet so it can kind of get kind of aromatic a little bit. And then I'm going to just put it all in the crock pot. Turn the crock pot on, clap off, okay? Clap on, clap off. I won't have nothing else but green beans, which is coming out the can. I hate that, but it is what it is. I was looking for the easy way out today, okay? But the good thing is that when I make roast and green beans, and especially if my green beans come out the can, or even if they frozen or whatever, I take some of the juice from my roast and I put it in the green beans with a little bit of slap your mama. It's tea, okay? It's tea. 17 is legal in Louisiana. So how old is he now? How old is August Alsina now? Because I'm like, how old was he when he was over there with Will and Jada and them? I heard this a while back that Will was working on a movie, and basically Will was over Jada at this point. He was completely over her, and he had served her some kind of papers, and that she came onto the set that he was working on, and she rah him out, about the papers that she had received, and yeah, and he told him to get that B up out of there. Get this B up out of here. Now that's what I heard. 34. Oh, okay, so August is 34. Oh my God. Well, well, I'm trying to figure out how to what perspective to have on the situation because I've always liked older men. So when it's a man and a man, like I don't know. But I mean, don't get. I wasn't 17 and 18 like no older man now. Please. I was not. Y'all, what I do with my? What did I do? Oh, here it is. Here it is, y'all. I'm getting ready to put this in here. I don't care what stage it's at because I don't feel like sitting here watching it no more. Okay, then I gotta get these out of here. I'm just getting the peppers. I'm getting the peppers out and putting them over in there. And then turn this off. We're gonna turn that on. Turn this crock pot on. Wait a minute, y'all. Here I come. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's popping. All right, we getting ready to go sit down because I don't know. I probably would never be like a cooking influencer because I don't like all that standing up and talking. That can work me over a little bit. Let's go sit down over here. Let me get my glasses and we can go talk. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm trying to get some light, y'all. Okay. Okay, I got it. All right, so, oh, honey, child, baby, let me tell y'all something. This like, hot flashes, cooking, talking, walking, too much, all too much, all too much. Okay, all too much. And if you haven't experienced menopause yet, then I would say to you to get ready, get your seatbelt, get snapped in and everything, get snapped in and everything, cause yeah, you'll be coming up out this a whole different person. Like you don't even be the same person that you was. Rock's been saying the same thing. Oh, about Will and Jada. Okay, because I've been watching Will. I've been like his reels and stuff been coming up more for me on Instagram. Sometime it be off, like I haven't seen any in a while, but they coming up more now. I mean, they have been coming up a lot in like in the past, let's just say. And I would kind of be looking and I'll be like, first of all, Will is very good looking, and then for his age, and then I'll be like, I think Will outside. I think Will outside. I think he's trying to low key let us know. Uh, I think he tried to low key let us know that he is outside. Wait a minute, he got a YouTube channel. I can't wait to not have a cycle. Goodness, this old. That's literally. I don't even know if she's still in here, but that literally has been my dream. Like I don't like every month that I would have a period, I would be like, you know what, this I'm over it. Like I'm over it. I can't continue to operate in blood. Like I can't continue. He is very much a Libra. He is very much a Libra. But yeah, I was like, I can't continue to operate like this. Like, when is my period gonna end? Like, this is too much. Like, working, cooking, running back and forth, driving, social outings, and you trying to manage all of that with a period. It's a no. It's a no. Should just be outside together. I haven't seen Jada at all. Have y'all seen her? Like, I haven't seen nothing about her. His YouTube is under his name. He does. Oh, okay. I'm gonna check that out. It 40 years is actually enough. And why is my phone? I did have me a little slight celebration because I use Samsung Health because I got Samsung phone, and I use the period tracker, cycle tracker, and so it's been sending me a notification every day. Your period is 324 days late. Your period is 330 days late. I said, and let's get to the 365 because I'm over it. I'm over it. Let's get to the 365. So I'm almost there. I'm almost. You know what? I think I'm already there because My Aunt Betty's funeral was in Memphis last September 7th. And I thought that my period was getting ready to start. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, this is just not a good time for me. Like I've done two, because I had to basically do two move-ins that year in August, and then I started having cramps. So I was like, oh man, I just don't feel like doing all of this and being on my period. So I remember taking everything, like, okay, well, just make sure you got everything you need in case your period do start. Imagine being on your period on a road trip in the car for 4 hours, stopping at gas stations. I just wasn't looking forward to it. But my period never started. So I honestly think that I'm be already beyond the 365 days. Maybe I wasn't keeping up with the tracker right. Rocks was almost there, like 2 weeks shy. Oh, baby, I'm gonna make sure I don't take them. But I have heard of people saying that, like, yeah, I've heard people saying that, like, they was actually there, like they actually had gone a year plus with no period, and then bam, they looked up and had a period. So it's just proof that the body does what it wants to do. It does what it wants to do. I'm ready to go to the doctor. Wait a minute. The last time that I went to the OBGYN, I literally was like, so when do you think that it's going to be over? And is it actually a way that we could just bring this to a close? Because, like, I can't, it's too many things hitting me in life right now. And adding on a period is just really, it's unnecessary drama for me right now. I have a lot of other things to focus on. I don't have time for this. Like, what? And she was like, well, how long have it been? Well, when did your mother stop her period? Well, do you want to get some medicine? No, I don't want no more medicine. I don't want no medicine. I don't need another period. Ain't no more kids for us. Just take. That's what I'm saying. That I'm trying to think, how long was I a mother when I was like, this ain't even necessary. All of this, it's not necessary, because no, no, and no, won't be doing that again. Yes, yes, all of that. And first of all, everything, every time I go to the store, okay, every time I go to the store, the price of everything has gone up just a little bit more each time. And I literally stand there stunned, because I'm like, eventually, I mean, it's already hard enough. So I was a mother for 2 hours and I already knew I was done. It can happen just that fast. It can happen just that fast. Because I remember still being in a hospital with my daughter, and every time they would bring my food, it was good, because they was coming, they'd give her a bottle. I was mostly feeding her, but if something else was going on at the time, they would give her a bottle. But every time they brought my food, and I was so hungry when I was in that hospital. First of all, my ass called myself. I was like, I'm going on a diet as soon as the baby come out, as soon as, because listen, at the time that I got pregnant with my daughter, I was at the highlight of my life. And then I was like, dang, everything is getting ready to go away. Like, the body that I've been working for is getting ready to go away. The plans that I had for myself, they get ready to go away. But every time they brought my food, literally, as soon as I would be like, then she would start crying. And when it's your time there with your baby, they expecting for you to do the stuff, do things. And plus, that was my baby too, so I'm trying to see why she crying every time. I knew then. I said, oh, this is too real. I heard people say you don't have a chance to eat, but damn, as soon as you pick the fork up, so when I pick the fork up to put it down in the salad, I can't I can't even get that. Like, come on, let's be real. So it was a little bit of it then, right? Then I say maybe like that first month that I was at home with her, because I was only at home with her for a month, keep in mind. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. A C-section is major surgery. I don't understand. I don't understand. It should be, a woman should be in the hospital for a minute after a C-section, but this is what they do. They kick you out real quick these days. Real quick these days. But maybe like within that month, I had this feeling. I was like, oh, I think I want another baby. Oh my gosh, I think I want another baby. But that was that little dreamy period of time. And then when it's like stuff started getting real, I was like, oh, absolutely will not be doing this again ever. Ever will not. Birth should not be that traumatic in a hospital. You got 24 hours. I know, and it is traumatic. I had a traumatic birth. I had a very traumatic birth, but keep in mind, I was 34. I had never had a kid, so I didn't know what that process was supposed to look like. You go off of all of these myths and rumors, and why do people always try to scare you when you pregnant? Like, girl, and this gonna happen, and that's gonna happen, and you gonna feel it. Why do people do that? Why do people do? Why do? Because listen, we have to remove the mysticism from childbirth, because that is part of the problem that causes the problem, because things happen and you've been told so many things from so many people that you start thinking stuff is normal when it's not really normal. So we need to remove that mysticism. And I guess if you are with child, or you desire to be with child, please do your own research and don't listen to the outside voices. Listen to the ones that you trust and the ones that you know truly, truly love and care for you. Okay, I thought I had a new comment, but yeah, that's that. So that, because of my traumatic experience, that's why I can't stand all of the black toxic chatter that happens, especially when a black woman gets pregnant. Like it's just, I can only speak on my experience. It's just a lot of toxic chatter that happens. Like, you're gonna feel this and you're gonna feel that, and that's gonna be this way, and this is gonna be that way, and oh my God, what are you gonna do about this? It's a lot of nervous chatter. I don't know, and I think that I think that it blurs the experience. So you become unsure about what's healthy and what's not healthy, what's normal and what's abnormal. I kind of don't like it. Every woman's experience is unique. So it's not, I think we got to tone down the amount of talking that we do. They took away our midwives, gave us the hospital. But they do. It looks like it's very unstressful for them. Not unstressful, because having a baby is stress. Childbirth is stress. But the mothers always look so much calmer to me, even through the birthing process. And even though that's hard and painful, but they look so much calmer. And that was something that I was like, honey, I was finna be into all the new things. We need to change the way we talk about spirit. Yes, we absolutely do need to. Like, let's stop the madness, okay? Let's acknowledge when we are our own worst enemy, and let's correct it. Let's correct it. Let's, maybe that also goes back to, let's be okay with embracing what it means to be a mother, so that you can then have honest conversations with other people, instead of, you know like I said, the mom shaming. I was traumatized for sure. They stole my place tea placenta. I'm trying to remember, what did I, and that's like stuff I learned afterwards, like placenta, like how it's so important. You can have like some kind of birth bank to hold your placenta and whatnot, because how valuable that is down the line if your child is to get cancer, leukemia, any of those things. I do kind of remember maybe they discussed it with me briefly, like, you can make this choice, but when you in pain is not the time to make that choice. You honestly should make that choice with your gynecologist. It may be like your 30-week visit. If you make it to a 30-week visit, you pretty much rolling, okay? You should have that conversation with your gynecologist. That should be a visit, a particular visit. Let's have a visit to discuss placenta, so you can understand what it is, what it means, what it can do, what you can do to keep it, to have it preserved, to have it put in a bank in case you need it later. That should all be a conversation. Um, you know, that should all be a conversation. It just should be. Um, yeah, I don't even want to go down a rabbit hole of my birthing process, because it sucked. it sucked, and I didn't even know it was sucking because I was, it used to be a show on TLC. Okay, it was Bridezilla, and then it was the one where the women would be having the babies, and I can't remember the name of it. But I was so in La La Land of all the things I had been told and watching TV. I went in for a gestational diabetes observation in class, and they rushed me. Wow. 3 out of my 5 were traumatic. Dang, 3 out of 5. You know what? It's good that they did rush you though. Now that's one thing when okay, because that's what was supposed to happen with me, and it didn't happen. They allowed me to stay in regular childbirth, and as a result, I lost an excessive amount of blood, and then that ended up having an effect on my hormones, which became permanent. It's nothing that could be done because it was a small window situation that it was too late to catch it. It was just too late to catch. But my specialist told me that even after childbirth, he was like, it was a small window that they had where all of this could have been corrected. He said, but it's been too long now, because I was going to the doctor telling them I didn't feel good, and they didn't do shit. They didn't believe me. They didn't do shit. They told me that it was because I was an older mother, because I was, still recovering, and as a result, I have to deal with what happened. My husband could only be there during certain hours. Oh, I know. Oh, that is the worst. That's traumatic. That is traumatic. That is very, very traumatic. Like that is a traumatic situation. I think I think the big C brought on a lot of situations like that where people couldn't be by their loved one's side. They only got limited time. They had to lose them and not be able to see. But that's traumatic to give. First of all, you had an emergency childbirth, very much an emergency. Then you don't have the person there that you trust and love when you need them to kind of soothe your soul from everything that has happened. That's very, very traumatic. Colin talking about. Hey, if that's your truth, that's your truth, and it is what it is, and boom, bam on that. That's where you end the conversation with people. Boom, bam, and that's that on that. That's all I got to give. I don't have nothing else to give. Look, y'all, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see the comments. So I can see the comments. Yeah, they dismiss us black women a lot. That's what made my other verse complicated. They kept dismiss. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the numbers pretty much qualify that idea. Or is that how much they are now? Oh, baby, let me tell you something. I remember going through diaper sequence. Like, of course, I started out with Huggies and Pampers. To me, Huggies was the best diapers. Huggies and Pampers. But as time went on, baby, I was at that dollar store getting them loves. I was at that dollar store getting them loves because I was like, what? This is crazy. This is crazy. And I had to buy diapers for at home and for my mom that first year that she kept my daughter. So I'm buying double. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It's a crazy life. Yeah. Oh, I see. Oh, see, I make my son bring the diapers. They see, yeah, it's been so long for me that I didn't even know. I didn't even know how much they were. I want to say back then it might have been $30 because I remember I would always be questioning. I'm glad I started out with a lot of diapers. Like people gave me a lot of diapers. So I didn't have to buy diapers for a minute, but when I did have to start buying them, baby, I used to be looking at that 30 count. It's the $30 case. I don't know what the count was, but it was a $30 case, and I'll be like, do I want to spend this $30? Yes, and my baby is on the spectrum, so he's still in diapers. We buy diapers for school at home, so you have to buy a lot of them. Okay, yeah, so you get to really feel um, that price that's happening. I'm trying to. Don't they have like an organization that because I know they collect diapers and then I think they give them out, but I don't know where they give them out at. I don't know where they give them out because, baby, at this point, where are all the give outs? Where are all the give outs at this point? Where are they? We need them all. Yeah, they got an organization here. Well, they collect diapers. Maybe they give them to the crisis nursery. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. But who else is in here? I see 5 people. I done had basically, well, I've had 4 people comment, and then I got 4 likes. That's pretty cool. You can get a prescription for diapers. Oh, that's good. That's good. I wonder how much it helped the price. Like, will it help the price at all? Because these prescriptions getting kind of funny. Let's talk about Serena. Let's talk about Serena, and let's talk about the U.S. Open in general before we end this live. Let's talk about this. So I had noticed that Serena, like, after she retired, her whole look was changing, and that's a beautiful thing because you can change anything about yourself that you want to change because it's on your body. Okay, I'm a firm believer in independence of the body, independence of self, um, non-regulation of one's self and body. Like, it should not be no regulations on my body because this is my body. Like, I have to carry this body around. I have to wake up with this body, go to sleep with this body. I was just scrolling and you sounded like, what am I gonna? Oh, I'm so glad. That is, yay, Sadidi housewife. Yay. Brr, 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 brr. I'm so glad because that's what I want to. I want, sometimes you could get anxious for success on this platform, and I get that because I've been on her since 2013. I've been Smoke Breaker 314. I've been the Diva Plan, and I'm Bridget B TV now, or Bridget B, really, on all platforms. I'm Bridget B. Um, but I never wanted it. I always wanted it to be people, like-minded people, people that can relate, people to where things are helpful and that we helping each other. So I'm very, very happy that you are here. Okay, I'm very happy. Serena. Okay, so I noticed that she had started changing, and I was like, okay, well, she retired, so she want to do her. You know what I'm saying? I get it. She want to do her, so I believe in that. I noticed she started slimming down. S- what's that thing called? Yes, A1 since day one. Absolutely, absolutely for sure. What's that thing called where? Okay, you know they talk about it in regards to the body. It's like body dysmorphia. And I do believe that there can be like an appearance dysmorphia, like you don't really, because some of these people, do y'all wonder if they know how they look? Celebrities, some people that we're looking at. Sometimes do you wonder if they know how they look? Like, or I also have considered that maybe they don't care as well. I'm trying to see which way these glasses need. They're gonna have to be up here. They're gonna have to be up here. See, these are 50 plus problems. The glasses gonna have to be up here so I can see. Because if I pull them down here, it's a blur. This is for like TV, but this is for like reading and close up. So I will say her makeup is very nice and smooth. I love Serena. I love the challenges that Serena and Venus, the challenges that they have taken on for us to be able to watch and enjoy tennis and feel a familiarity in a place where otherwise we might have kind of been like, huh? What? Huh? So I love them for that. Um, but why she touch her face? Oh, wait. I wonder if she's trying to look like Alex. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, that was just my question is like, do you ever wonder, and we all have probably had this because let me tell y'all, I'm not a messy person. I'm not a messy person. I don't like to, um, you know, consistently speak negatively upon anyone's life. Like it's just not who I am. I don't operate like that. I don't, it's just something that I don't like. But I do have opinions. I definitely think it's some bleaching that has gone on. But it just brings me back to the question. Cause I was looking at somebody else recently and I was like, why don't people who love people in people's lives tell them when something is not working? Like my mother tells me every day that I need to do something with my hair. Yes, I know. I'm working on that. I'm going through a transition. I'm going through a transition. I'm basically transitioning to, have y'all ever seen like a certain older lady in your life or somebody that you see regular in passing and they always look the same because they hair always look the same because they was deciding to throw that wig on every day. That was where they got to. Well, that's where I am, but it's a process. I'm trying to grow my hair out a little, get it a little healthier, and then formally take myself into that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna be the middle-aged lady, wig lady, who hairstyle, like she been wearing that Chinese bob and them big black frame glasses for years. She been wearing that for years. That's who I'm getting ready to be. That is probably the case. I also do not think that she has anyone in her life to tell her. This is the bottom line for me, and this is just from my perspective. I think when you already have harsh lines, like when you already have hard lines about yourself, so that's why I think she did the GLP-1, because I think she wanted to lean out from some of that muscularness. Hey Sony, that's another one. Ba 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 ba. Been here since day one. Um, but I think sometimes we have to be aware of our lines, our lines, the lines in our face, the lines of our body. And if you trying to soften up, then everything got to soften up. So maybe not so much that unnatural, like ashy blonde hair, so straw looking like, um maybe not that, maybe a chin length bob with a swoop bang, something that kind of has movement and something that frames. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. But I was looking at her recently and I was talking to somebody else. We was looking at them together and looking at her together and about how much her appearance has changed. And I was just like, you know what? I get, oh, it was about the GLP-1 because she did an interview. Was she on Tamron? I don't remember. She was on the show and she talked about the GLP-1. And I was like, you know what? If that's what she was trying to do, she probably was slimming her body out because it's been muscular for so long. That must have been what she wanted to do. And then too, we don't know how becoming a mother affected her body as well. We haven't seen her whole body. So one thing about me and women is I say, women, do what it is that you want to do, honey. Do what it is that you want to do. L'Oreal got a night cream and I received one as a promo one time a couple of years ago, and I really don't like to use drugstore stuff on my face, because I found things that work really well, independent brands that are not expensive. So I just, you know what I'm saying? But that L'Oreal night cream is the ish. The GLP-1 ad was Lord me like, of all the candidates, I know. It's definitely other people that it could have had a bigger impact. She has the impact of the name, but it's people that could have had a bigger impact, like because they would have lost more weight. It would have been an opportunity to see them through that process, and it could have been somebody that we know, like Queen Latifah. I'm trying to think who else would be a good candidate for that. This message is held for review. Now, why they? Okay. Hopefully somebody. Okay. Hopefully her comment comes back because she. There we go. Okay. Because I don't know what ended up happening because you just talking about night cream, but it's like your comment ended up getting like flagged, but it's taken care of. And thank you, moderator, for taking care of that as well. But yeah, that L'Oreal night cream. And I'm telling you, when I was impressed, because I don't do drugstore skincare, I do not. I will buy a CeraVe or a Cetaphil as like in travel sizes. If I ain't finna drag all my skincare, I just want to be able to keep my face clean and moisturized while I'm away. I'll do that, and I will use one of those products if I'm in between, and it's like I don't really know what I want to do or I don't know what I'm going for with my skin, but I don't use drugstore skincare. So when I received that L'Oreal night cream as a promo and I tried it, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It is nice. It leaves your skin nice and smooth. I need to start back using a night cream. I've been thinking about that lately. I need to start back using a night cream because night creams, you wake up and your skin is looking real happy looking at the gelatin diet. Feel for the fake rabbit hole, but I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of the gelatin diet. I've never heard of it. I've heard of the cabbage diet, which I love cabbage, so that's something that I would probably try. I feel like, but I'm not a dieter. I'm not a dieter. I'm a person that's always been overweight. So it's like when you overweight, you know what you need to do to lose weight. Less food, move around more. Period. You got to commit to it. That's it. That's it. And since I've been overweight all my life, clearly I'd have had trouble committing to it. Yeah, it's a cabbage soup diet. It's been around for years. I remember when it first came out. I may have tried it back in the day, but it tasted so terrible to me that I couldn't continue. But that was back in the day. I love cabbage now, so I think I could find a way to make it and maybe enjoy it. Suppose Rebel Wilson. Oh, now was she in the group? Oh, I can't never remember what group. It's a country group, I want to say. Or is she somebody's daughter, Rebel Wilson? I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh, we got 7 people in here. I love that for us. I love that. This is a community. This is me like diarying my life over 50, the things I like, the places I go, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. But it's not just for people over 50 because if you are blessed, you will get to that stage. So you can kind of get you some you kind of get you some pre information by being over here. And then as well as people that's 60 and over because we need y'all to tell us everything. Please. Please tell us what y'all know because we on our way there. My mom is taking Golo. I've heard of that. Hey Kiki. Wilson Phillips. Oh, okay. So that's his daughter. That's the daughter. I knew that, but I just couldn't get it all straightened out in my mind. I couldn't get it all straightened out. Um, what else am I gonna tell y'all? I'm working on a new vlog, but I need to. Sometimes I edit prior to going into the editing app, but lately I've been editing in the editing app because it's like, why would you do all of that work, use up all your eyesight? Because trust and believe, I'm like this. I'm like this while I'm editing. When you could just put it all into the app and then edit it from there. So I'm working on it. I got a lot of breaking down to do and a little bit more content, I would say. And Pitch Perfect. Oh, okay. I know that movie. I know that. Child. Y'all know I watch mostly I watch YouTube a lot, and then it's football season again, so yay! So I have football to watch. I really don't watch the news, but I'm trying to make myself get back into watching the news so that I can be informed. But I really only could watch it in like little stages. I turned on the news one day recently, maybe like last week or so. And so when you don't watch the news, okay, you're not seeing things, certain things. You're just not seeing it. There goes Serena right there. Y'all heard it? See, she said after kids, it was the medicine that her body needed. Y'all, what was I just talking about? See, that's the other thing about menopause. Yo, what your mind, like I could be in the middle of a conversation and then I'll be like, what was I, what was I even talking about? Like, what was I actually saying? Agent Orange stresses me out. Oh, I remember now. So I don't watch the news, right? It's a rarity, but I do work on it because I don't think I want to be a person. I think it's good to tap in here and there. That's just for me. I know people that won't turn it on at all. But I do think it's good to, because you do want to kind of have an idea. So I turned on the news maybe like last week, week before. And when I looked at the TV, I saw these kids and they had these pails and bowls and buckets and they was climbing all on top of each other. Some of them had rice in it. Um, and I literally was looking at the TV like, oh my God, what is going on? And baby, I grabbed that remote and I was like, clicker. I was like, no, no, no. I don't even know what that was about. I know that it's a famine, but yeah, I just really didn't need to see that up close and in person like that. I just didn't need to see that. Yeah, I hurried up and turned the TV. Well, I turned the news off. I hurried up and turned the news off. I was like, baby, no. Because what was that? What was that? What was that? God help me. I'm going to spend a couple of days with my mom 4 times a day. Oh, she watches it a lot. Yeah, my mom is serious about watching the news. She don't, maybe them baby boomers, it might be a little bit different with them. I don't think it I could say honestly that recently, over like the last maybe 2 to 3 years, the news has started bothering my mom, but she still watches it. She still watches it. She watches it in the morning. She watches it in the afternoon before the story come on, and she watches it in the evening. Okay, she just gonna get her news in. Whereas me, I used to turn the news on in the morning so that I could catch the weather. Okay, I was trying to see who was playing because I definitely want to watch both of the teams that the Sanders brothers play for. I'm like adding teams to my roster now, but yeah. Yeah, I turned on the TV and that's what I saw, and then I turned it right back off. I was like, I don't. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Girl, I was like, to me, life, this existence gets really sad when children are not prioritized. It's sad. It's sad to me. It's sad. It's sad. Um, I just children should always be protected. Children should never be purposely put in harm's way. Um, it should be a way where children are never hungry. Uh, yeah, that's just how I feel. Yeah, yeah. Cause why was it so close up? It was so close up to the TV. Steelers fan, General Hospital, Stallone since 8 years old. Okay, so that's good. See, that's how like I got my certain things I watch. Like I'm gonna watch football. Yesterday was college football, so I was watching that because my daughter's school they had a big game, so I watched that. Uh, NFL Sunday, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, so I can get back to my sports. Basketball season. Basketball season to be starting back up, so I will be able to watch that. I watch my story. I'm a Bold and the Beautiful fan since I was a child, drinking black coffee with sugar and watching it with my mama during the school teacher strike. Okay, so that but my Bold and the Beautiful, I definitely have to watch. I'm a Big Brother fan, so Big Brother is not coming on tonight, I guess, because of football. But I'm a Big Brother watcher, so those are the things that I watch on TV. MTV Awards are tonight too. Um, I may or may not watch that because, well, Big Brother not gonna be on. I'm gonna be watching the MTV Awards. So those are like the few little things that I'll watch. But watching the news, I have to protect my mental health. Young and the Restless. You watch Bold and the Beautiful too? Yay! I've not gotten off into any other Bachelor shows. My daughter was binge watching. I don't know if that was Love is Blind. It was one of them shows, Love Paradise. It was one of those shows that's real popular, baby. She was on that this summer. Like, I go in her room talking to her and she'd be like, shh. Like, what's going on? I'm watching my show. Okay, okay, I get it. If y'all tried to, oh, let's talk about Beyond the Gates. Let's talk about Beyond the Gates. What happened with Love and Hip Hop? Okay, see, I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in years, so I don't know what's going on with that. I know it's something going on with Yandy, Tamar, Mendices. I know Quad and Yandy was throwing it up in Tamar face. They was on the Instagram dancing, you ain't got no friends. So you ain't got no friends. I saw all of that, but I don't know nothing else. I started back watching Basketball Wives because that clip of Jackie stealing on her daughter was in my face. So I was like, I need to go see what that's about. I haven't watched Basketball Wives in years, and I did go watch it. Let's talk about Beyond the Gates. Okay, so first of all, Beyond the Gates, if you're listening, 1 hour is too long for that show. It's too long. It feels like a dragging. It feels like a dragging. And also what that 1 hour is doing is it is making it be more people, more characters. And then it's starting to become hard to keep up with because I'm like, who is that? Like who is that? Okay, the thing that they got New York people in Atlanta and Atlanta people in California. Yeah, because Beyond the Gates is based in the DMV, right? But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's too long. It's too many different characters that are hard to keep up with. Um, and then what I got tired of when I tried to watch it this week is I'm a little bit over that family. Always like y'all always telling people what they gonna do and what they not gonna do. Like, what is this? This is not a cult. This is a free country, and I'm tired of y'all telling people out what y'all consider outsiders what they gonna do and what they not gonna do. It's giving a black elite privilege, and it's not being shown in a very cute light. It's not being shown in a cute light. What is y'all opinion on the Ralph Lauren Oak Bluff line? How do you feel about the portrayal of that? Because I like that because I feel like this. If it's a history of black people have found their place in Martha's Vineyard and they've built that up as a legacy. They've done the work because trust and believe when I tell you it ain't happened that you just, back in 1800 something, y'all just start stepping like y'all was stepping. No, that required work. But those are people that built a legacy for their families through hard work, through education. And so I enjoy that history. But Beyond the Gates done worked me over. Came out with it like that's their yeah. I know it's their family community. The grind down out of jail. Wait a minute, Monique who is back on what show? The Duprees, yes. Yes, the Duprees. Yeah, I kind of then got like over that. I was looking at the TV like, okay, so y'all are a black family, an elite black family, and so y'all they give y'all the right to like tell other people what they gonna do and what they not gonna do, and they gotta follow y'all rules. No, I don't think so. I know that they live like beyond in the gates, like a community. I get that, but it's a free community, ain't it? Where I could walk out the gate, right? I don't know. It just was aggravating to me this week. It was Monique Samuels. Shut your freaking mouth now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Now I might start back watching that. And my girl Karen is out of jail. Okay, I love me some Kern Huger, baby. Listen, see, I like people who, whether you love them or hate them in general as a person, I like people that don't never switch up. That's why I've always liked Jackie Christie. Jackie Christie ain't never changed. Jackie Christie is Jackie Christie. She is who she is. Expect the unexpected. She ain't played no character. She done been Jackie Christie all this time. Okay, and that's why I like Kern. Exactly, exactly. Camera's still rolling, and that's why I like Jackie. I mean, that's why I like Karen Huger, because Karen Huger is who Karen Huger is, and she's sticking to the script. She's sticking to the script, even if that's not who she really is. She's sticking to it, so she's giving us continuity. You know what I'm saying? She's giving us continuity. I really love Karen Huger, though. I really do. I really do. I don't love, I mean, love her, but I really appreciate her existence. Karen Huger, I do. I do. I do. She's a diva, and she maintains that. She maintains it. And whatever else it is that she maintains, just like Jackie Christie, okay? Which is why I don't know why her daughter just kept on yapping, yap, 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 yap. Girl, you know your mama done stole on you before. This is not new. I know it's not new. She done stole on you before. That's why you don't like her. You don't like her because she's had to check that mouth before. This is who you, I guess, it's who you are, and so you like to keep. You know, it's always gonna be a child that just don't never stop talking. They don't never stop talking. It's her, probably her mind. Really, it's her mind, and you know what your mama was capable of, and you just wanted to see would she still do it, and she showed you that she would still do it. Now there we have it. Yet she's her mother's child. It's like the longer you listen to her, first of all, listening to her daughter became almost painful because she literally never stops talking. She literally never stops talking. Like she literally never stops talking. She go and it so I just was kind of like, okay, so this is really an issue. So I guess at some point I was like, uh oh, I know, right? Because at one point, Takari was like, she never liked me because I was fat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she is. She is privileged. But I was like, what? So okay, so what is it that you want? What's the resolution? What's the resolution? What is it that you want? Because when somebody just keep talking, talking, talking like that, it's like, okay, so what is it that you want? What is it that you want? What is it? Is it something that you need for me to say that is going to make you feel more resolved in your soul? Is it something that you need me to do that's going to make you like, what is it that you want? Because if you take the extreme and say, okay, you know what? I have totally been a bad mother. I know that I could have done better. I know this. Then you going to say that it's too late for that, or are you just saying that? So what is it that you want? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? No, right, exactly. To do what? To do what? To do what? Cause Doug is in there. He in it, okay? He in it. I'm talking about in it. He in it. He's in it, okay? He what you what I don't know. Doug probably sick of you too. I'm getting the feeling. But because you are his girl, he you a girl, you're a daughter. I'm sure he tries to like tolerate, tolerate, tries to tolerate. But yeah, she had worked me, and I haven't watched an episode since Jackie stole on her. I haven't watched the episode since then because I was like, cut, can't do it no more. Why is she talking so much? What is it that she wants? I think what she wants, I think she wants Jackie's life. I think that she is trying to like, I want to be a basketball wife. Okay, I tried once, it failed. Okay, so now I'm finna try again. And I think she's on edge about whether or not she's gonna have that life. You could also have a job, just have a job and pay rent and gas and electric and cell phones and water and sewer. And you could also do that like everybody else, but I don't know. Do you have thoughts or opinions on Young Thug, Mariah Gunna? First of all, let me say that I am very happy for Bree Bree. I hope that Gunna is what she thinks that he is, and I hope that um, it looked like they good for each other. I think he's living a very disciplined life right now, and I think she fits into that, and I think that she has high hopes for that situation, and I hope that it continues and that it goes well. Because why are we mad at somebody because they, done got them a bag? You know what I'm saying? What are we mad for? So I love that for them. I love the healthy direction that they are in, like just with health and fitness, meditation, teas and having tea and everything. I love that for them. I hope that it's real, and I hope that it. Let me check my battery, y'all. First of all, while I'm running my mouth. Oh, we doing good. We doing good. Um, Thugger, I'm like, okay. I feel like this with celebrities. When you come out of prison, I think you should have, if somebody really cared about you in your circle, you should have a game plan, like a coming out, a game plan, like, you know what I'm saying, a strategy. Because the first thing that I probably would have done if I was him is I'd have changed up that look a little bit. Change up that look. Um, it's not cute. Show some evolution in yourself. It's not looking good. It's not like what's really going on. Because I think if he would have had his own plan or strategy, yeah, and that's what ultimately my ultimate opinion is this. Hearing these recordings and what's been going on lately and his postings on social media and all of that, I'm like, that's almost like you saying that you got off scot free when you wasn't supposed to. That's almost like that's almost like you. That's what you're saying. Like it's almost like you're not happy and joyful that you have this new opportunity in life. um it's almost like you saying that the trick's on us. That's what it was given for me, and it was even given that for me with no change in the appearance. Like, let's upgrade the appearance. Let's show ourselves in the gym every day. Hey, I'm free, but I'm not free because I'm gonna get this body together so I can have more freedom. Show yourself in the gym. Show yourself evolving. Show yourself getting that haircut. Show yourself using some skincare. Show yourself in the studio making new music. Show yourself writing music. Show yourself in Paris with your girl, celebrating her, loving up on her, giving her what she needs. Because I definitely wouldn't be talking about no hard legs. I definitely right, exactly. I definitely wouldn't be worried about no hard legs. I would be full focused on the people that was there for me, that held me down, that kept me in one piece, and I would be focusing on elevating my person. That's what I would be focusing on. But hey, what I have learned is what I think and what people do be two whole together different things. It's two whole different things. Y'all, this is my sister calling me, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle this situation. Hold on, y'all. Y'all still there? Are y'all still there? I had to send my I had to send my sister a message. Oh, I didn't know that about the baby mama. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's like Thugger. You are branding yourself. Show yourself actively working on your brand, working on yourself, allowing us to take that elevation path with you to see where life is going to take you next. Show us that. Show us the couple of dozen of pretty white roses in your home that you got for your girl. Show us those things. Go ahead and relearn yourself. That's all I got to say. Hey, sister. I was like, oh my God. I was so torn between answering the phone and ending the live, and I was like, okay, well, I can text her and let her know what's going on. We're rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. Oh, bye, Sony. Yeah, but yeah, that's all that I could see about it. I was like, it looked like you need to probably be taking care of yourself. Like, go take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go take care of yourself. Go get in the gym. Go get a facial. Go, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, dude, and stop, living in the past. And because that's giving what it was given to me was it was given, I'm eager to be back in some gang affiliation. That's what it was given. Listen, I'm just an old lady who only could go by what I see, and y'all see I even got to wear glasses to see that. So that's all I could say. That is all that I can say about Thugger Thugger. That is all that I could say. Okay. And that I love Gunna and Bree together, and that I'm rooting for them. And anything other than that is just haters. It's just haters. But have y'all, wait a minute, y'all, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go because I don't want to say too much. But I've been noticing how people, not people, creators, there's some of them, they becoming unhinged. Like, who is Sergio? Y'all know I don't be knowing nothing. Is Sergio Gunna? Y'all know I don't know nothing. Baby Gunna done reset his whole body. Do y'all ever watch people on YouTube that they like reform? They, the way that they work out, it reforms their body. Like they actually can change their body type. Okay, see, I didn't know that. He'd have reformed his whole body, his whole situation. But wait a minute, Anna. So what do you think about Gunna and Bree? Because I'm talking about them and ain't nobody saying nothing. Like somebody back me up. Do y'all like it? Do y'all not like it? Y'all know Bree is a YouTuber. She hasn't uploaded in a while, but she's a pretty yeah, that is true. Because I'm definitely unhinged some days, but people that know me already know that. So I just figured that, hey, you already know that I could go off the rails pretty pretty easily. Pretty easily. It doesn't take much at all. Doesn't take much. And never take it personal because that's just me. That's They are. Yeah, I believe that too. But I'm like, I was watching somebody the other day and I was like, wait a minute, y'all, I gotta get a little bit more comfortable. I was watching somebody the other day and I was like, I don't know if I would be a married person with a child, a family, and kind of be, I don't know. I just believe in energy. Even me being a mom and a auntie too, I handle having my people on social media a certain kind of way because I do this, they don't do this. And in addition to which, it's me protecting the energy of my family. Like we don't need to get too messy because I have a family. Like I try to stay right in the middle. It seems like everyone took that plea deal and is making the most out of their second chance. I do think that you are right about that. I do think that you're right for real. But I was watching somebody on YouTube. I don't even mix social media with. I have definitely slowed down significantly. Like, I don't really share pictures of my daughter. I'll do it on Facebook on a very special occasion, like her 21st birthday, because, family is on Facebook and stuff, family that live out of town and stuff. So I want to share a little bit. But other than that, and maybe occasionally in an Instagram story, and the same with my nephew. If it's something significant, I might share it on Facebook. If it's something that I just enjoyed looking at, then I'll share it in my Instagram story. Because one thing I know, only so many people come in my Instagram stories. In addition to which, if you didn't know, my Instagram stories is where I crash out. Okay, that's where I crash out. That's where I get all of that up out of me. I do have days where I try to be good, like on Sundays, but I do, that is my crash out. That is my crash out residence, is the Instagram stories. And I try to tell y'all that in community on YouTube, but I don't, it doesn't translate well. Like it's not like a whole bunch of people end up in my stories, but I'm just telling y'all that that's where the 50 plus lady crashes out in the Instagram stories. Okay. There was a documentary I watched on YT where what's the SO found one picture and stalked everybody's baby. Yep. Yeah. TikTok a good crash out too. It's good for a good crash out. On TikTok I crash out with my reposts. I crash out with my reposts, but I keep my regular posts more like mysterious, this is my life. Oh, okay. Oh. 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 Oh, I know, right? Oh my God. Yeah, so that is one reason why I just decided that I wanted a more private life. I was like, I don't want pictures of my whole family to be out for the world to see. I want to have a public profile, but because of YouTube and other things, but I don't, you don't need to see my family like that. They don't have nothing to do with what we talking about. Every now and then, every blue moon. And I honestly don't like posting on birthdays, because guess what that does? It let people know when your birthday is. It lets them know your full date of birth. It let them know the full date of birth of your children, family member, whoever you're posting. They are leaving if it's not. But you know what, and I agree with it, because here's the thing. I'm like Miss Robbie. If it don't make money, it don't make sense, and that's the reason why I always get off of YouTube, because if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Apparently I am creating content that is not of, it's not catching on with the masses. But creating content takes time, and sometimes I just be like, you know what, I don't have time for this right now, so I'm done, I'm not gonna do it. And then I get a little time and I'll be like, okay, I'm back, everybody, I'm back. So I pretty much plan on being back right now. But as you can see, I don't upload that often. I do think it's interesting. Oh, you are okay, I already read that. But I do it when I can. I'm not stressing myself out about nothing that don't bring in income. Okay, now I have made some income as a result of being a creator. Definitely not a lot. Definitely trying to make it be a lot though. Let's be real. But I do get a lot of promos and stuff, which I got some now, and I got maybe one or two more coming, and I'll share all of those. Um, Oh, that's good. Yes, check on me. Check on me and then report back to the others, please. But yeah, I don't, a lot of time those promos, I don't share them because it depends on what the brand is saying. Like if it's like for instance, I was pissed. I was supposed to get the Fenty leave-in conditioner, and it wasn't out yet for the masses. So it was a strict rule of like, you're gonna receive this product, try this product, review the product, but do not share it on social media. So sometimes, because I can't keep up with all of that, I just won't share none of my promos on social media, because I can't. But I am in the process of trying to create a worksheet where I can keep up with like brand work, due dates, rules, and stuff like that. Pre-loved items, like pre-loved designer. I don't know. I've been loving Walmart though lately, because I'm the type of person I could kind of put something together with anything, from anywhere. I could put something together, and I've been loving Walmart. I've been seeing some cute stuff at Walmart. They got some trucker hats right now that's cute, and I want to get look at some graphic tees. It's sweat season, so and those go fast. So I need to check into that. But I thought I saw something like that, baby. Not in my budget right now. Not in my budget. And plus, I'm on this train right here. I hate I didn't get one of them working bags, but I found me another one, and I'm gonna get it as soon as I can. Yeah, since the information came out about the designer goods and China and whatnot, there's no longer this because y'all know people in general, and I would say for me, I find that black people do this. We'll use anything as competition. Done right. I'm we made it back to campus, baby, and what's been spent was gonna be spent. And right now I gotta chill out a little bit. So we'll turn anything into a competition, and luxury had become that. I had noticed. Oh honey, the girls, Lord, luxury had become that. It had become so competitive. And even if you were one who liked the look of luxury, and you would partake in the yellow app or wherever, it's like, again, it's one of those things where you would be so like, oh, honey, you would be talked about so bad, and you definitely wouldn't fit in with that group because, but listen, we all have been tricked. We all have been tricked on, okay? And why in heaven's world would I spend 2,500, $3,000 on a designer bag when I could take that same 2,500, $3,000 and go put it on some Nvidia or some Walmart or some Bitcoin or some, no, baby, go to the yellow app, get what you get what you gotta get, and call it a day. Call it a day. And it's funny to watch the luxury ladies because they're in somewhat of a state of confusion and panic because they don't know how to discuss luxury anymore. They don't know if it's appropriate to discuss it, especially in this economic environment that we're in. And they also kind of looking like, damn, did I get tricked? Did I just get tricked on? They also kind of looking like that. So yeah, baby, yes they are. Yes they are. Yes they. I must be so old. Well, I'm not so old. Thank you. Thank you for saying that because I was gonna say that. But and okay, hold on. Let me. We're gonna go through a process. And y'all might be in this group. I joined a group on Facebook called Fines from the Gate. Fines from the Gate. And in this group, okay, well, basically, I feel like I know what you're saying about having a China lady because I got a couple of them on Instagram, and now I don't have none on TikTok, the Lemonade app. But anyway, so that I follow and can chit chat with about things or whatever. But the get on the gate versus the ladies, baby, that price is totally different, right? But so I joined this group. So this is what got me into this. So I joined this group called Fines from the Gate on Facebook. And they, in this group, people share what they got off the yellow app. They share what they got. So that way you'll know, you get to kind of get a preview. You get to look at the quality of it. They'll share the vendor or whatever, so that you can get it or whatever. Yes, got the sellers. Ooh, see, I want to get to that point of having the WhatsApp. I want to get to that point. And maybe what I'll do, because it's one seller that I've been talking to about I want a cream working bag, okay? A cream working bag, maybe a 30. I think that 25 too small, a 30. And so I was discussing that with somebody from the Lemonade app, and she told me the price, and I was like, girl, I seen one of them at the beauty supply for less than that. So I don't know. But the quality might be different. So maybe as a treat to myself, I'll work with her. But what I'm really trying to do is get one of them to work with me. Work with me. Okay. Work with me. Work with me. I got you. Work with me. Work with me. Because it's not going to be basic. The outfits, the looks, it's just not going to be basic. It's not going to be that. It's going to look like what it's supposed to look like. So anyway, if y'all hear me, holla at me. Oh, it's been. I know I hadn't been on there in years. Like I had heard about it years ago, and I forgot. Oh, I've heard about it years ago. Got the sellers. Oh, okay. And it I just didn't understand it. But joining this group helped me understand it. So it's like I'm back on my ish. Y'all, this thing is sliding off my head. We we got a lot of gray. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Just a lot of gray. A lot of gray. I wonder what other games on TV. But but yeah, dang, we done talked about a lot of stuff. I've been on here an hour and 30 minutes. I've been seeing so much fly stuff on Shein, but again, it's another one of them. First of all, stop all them damn pop ups. I can't think. I don't. I'm not. I don't shop like that. I'm not one. I'm not that girly. I like to look in peace so I could think, come up with ideas. But I've been seeing a lot of fly things on Shein. A lot of fly things. A lot of fly things. Yes, I have. I haven't ordered nothing, no. So I heard the ordering process is kind of different. Like your amount changes once they get the shipping figured out due to the tariffs and stuff. So I haven't bought anything since all of that happened, but I got definitely got stuff in my cart for sure. I can't buy nothing. I got a child in college. I can't buy nothing, y'all. Yeah, it's like as soon as you open the app. So Shein, if y'all listening, just in case I come through y'all algorithm, when you open up that app, even the site and all that stuff start popping up in your face for a real true like fashionista shopper. You might have some that be like click click click. I click all that out in seconds, but it's too much. And it's like right away at that point, I'm like, but I kind of been dealing with it. Because my Forever 21 is gone. Y'all know I Forever 21 was my flash sale site. You know, that was my yeah, I don't want to spin the wheel. Get that up out my face because what I just saw on Instagram was some wide leg, green, acidy looking pants. With I want to look at that. Like I don't want to, what is all of this? I don't want to look at all of this. I don't want to look at all of this. Stop. So y'all gotta understand a lot of people nerves bad and all them pop-ups and stuff. It's a no. I stay on there for a little bit, but I never make it to any kind of process on there because it's too much going on. Too much, too much, too much. Too much. So anyway, y'all, we are going on to an hour and 45 minutes. Let me take these glasses off because I'm so tired of looking up. That's why my neck be hurting all the time because I'm always looking through them glasses, like looking up like that. I can't. Thank you to all who came to the live. This is my life after 50, a diary of my life after 50 and me sharing things that's hopefully helpful. We had fun in this live. It was a little tea clock in here and there, and that's cool because we have to kick back sometime and enjoy. And especially because the people that come into my live is usually the people that's like the loyal ones, so we gonna kick back and talk our stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's like let's normalize this life that we live in. Let's normalize the changes that it takes you through. Let's normalize, basically changing because that's what's actually happening. And then having friends that are under 50 and over, 60, that gives us the variety that we need over here too, and lessons that can be learned because my young girls, honey, I love what they doing. I love they flow. I love how they are. I love that they not taking no crap. I love that they not staying in shitty relationships no more. I love that they popping they shit. I love it all and keep on doing it because that's who you was meant to be. You was meant to love yourself, okay? So I love my young girlies. So yeah. And my more seasoned women, I especially love y'all because y'all gonna always tell the truth. That's why. So keep following me here, keep joining me here on live, keep watching the vlogs. We have a community now where not only can I post, you can post too. And I've been working on doing a post to say, hey y'all, let's talk here. That's a good place for you to let me know what you want to talk about in the next live, what you want to see in the next vlog, what kind of posts you want to see. Bridget, what was you doing today? That's why I like the community, the new community tab that I have available on my channel. And share with a friend. Share with a friend. And yeah, I love y'all. And I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday with lots of rest and a good outlook for the week. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you, moderators. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, guys.